Hello guys, so today we are shooting every single gun that there is inside of AceVR. Thank you very much for Gefilte Fish for helping film this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the X5 Legion from SIG. This thing shoots very nicely. You can see the recoil impulse as well as from the side point of view over here. I honestly suck with irons, but I'm going to be showing all of these with irons today so that you can see exactly how this looks from a POV perspective. Moving on to the Staccato C2. This is the second gun in the game. I like that recoil impulse. Not a fan of how high these sights are. Like, I'm not able to align it so easily, personally, but again, I suck with irons. But we're going to move on to the next gun. Do one more belt drill over here. Alright, moving on to the Staccato P. This is basically the longer extended version with the extended irons, but you can see that it's a little bit flatter to shoot, which is nice. So a super popular carry gun. This is the SIG 365 X Comp. So this is a nice compact handgun, and I like it much better. I'm much used to shooting a SIG, and I've shot this already a few times. Not bad, not bad at all. Look at the realism here. The trigger moving as you push it. Mags falling out, you can see the internals. Look at that. Another compact handgun. This is the Shadow Systems MR920. It's a little bit longer, but I do like the details on it. And I like these irons too. Yeah, I don't hate these at all. Not bad whatsoever. Look at these details. Look at that. Nice fluted barrel as well. The more compact Shadow Systems CR920. Very nice that it has the name right over there, just like it does in real life. And look at that. The trigger and just... you have to love how this looks. Got blacked out irons. Not a huge fan of that, but we can make it work. Alright guys, we have the RIA 5.0E. This is a very large handgun, and honestly, I don't know if it's pronounced the RIA or what it is, but it is pretty cool to hold in your hand. And just send rounds down range. Here we have the Staccato HDP4. Love the way that this one looks. It's very unique, as well as the irons also very unique look over here, as you can see. Now, of course, you can always put an optic onto any of these guns, red dot, and there's a large variety of them, so maybe I'll show that at the very end. So you can see just how many customizability optics there are inside of Ace. Look at that. That looks awesome. You can see the barrel through the flutes. Just a little attention to detail here. It's immaculate. The amount that I suck with irons, not so much. Alright, so since we are moving on to the SIG P320 M17, I wanted to keep my optic on this because this is my personal carry gun, so you can see exactly the damage that I do. Whip these on there. Very nice. That is sick. I love this gun. I love it inside of Ace, as well as in real life. Let's go ahead and actually change up the course of fire that we have here. We've been shooting on PewView's range, so let's go ahead and swap that over. And we can always pick a different thrill over here. We even have customizable ones, but we'll switch to vehicle just to how this looks. Okay, so moving on to the Staccato C. So here we are. Very, very different environment, as you can see here. And we can select these in 2 different ones. Similar irons to what we've already shown. This is nice with the targets that do fall when you hit them. As well as targets on the move, that's always nice. Ah, go away. That's a hit. There we go. Alright, we are moving on to the JPL. This is, I want to say, a custom 2011 build, and by default you have to put a dot on this, which is very interesting. I guess I was shooting it in forest, that's why it's so dim. And yeah, you can adjust the dot brightness here as well. Oh, this thing is fun. Moving on to the Walter PDP. This is actually a personal favorite of mine just because of that trigger. And last but not least, we have the CZ Shadow 2, and this one actually has the best irons in my opinion. For what's in here. Look how snappy that is. Not bad whatsoever. You have a personal favorite?
Me, I like Staccato.
Staccato.
That's what I'm running.
Which one is it?
It's the larger version of it. I'm running a dot on it. I've been running a dot on it for a while.
Nice. Yeah, dots are the way.
I dig this thing.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and show the dots really quickly that we have available just in this. So you can customize almost any gun just by hitting View My Collection. Go ahead, do some shooting. And then over here you can see the customizability. I can go ahead pick from SIG dots to anything that I already own. I can buy different ones that I haven't bought yet, like the SIG Sauer Romeo 2. We got some Vortex, we got the ST, the XL, which is huge. We have the Holosun, Trichicon, Holosun, Mailbox, Duty. Like, the options here are amazing. Usually on the CZ I'll actually keep the good old Trichicon SRO because it's just a nice open window, and it's very, very commonplace. You'll see this exact build at competitions. Though, I think a lot of people are moving to Sealy just because of the option and size of the window. It's pretty nice. So yeah, this is all of the guns inside of Ace. In general, what you can do to go through these is just swipe left and right. As you can see, I've purchased every single one, and it's not too expensive once you have the amount of brass that I do. And you can actually buy multiple ones, keep optics on them, keep them on irons depending on what you like. So right over here, I can go ahead, purchase another CZ, go ahead, confirm, and now I will own a second. So that's pretty awesome. I can equip that, and then on my shelf right over here, I can have one with irons and one with a dot if I wanted to swap between the two, just because depending on the course of fire,